Hey guys, this is Callum from EnglishShooting, and today I have the original Shied Mini Sight to review for you guys. The Shied Mini Sight Red Dot is one of the smallest, most compact, and certainly one of the lightest red dots currently out on the market. So before going into details about the sight itself, let's have a quick look at what's inside the box and see what you get. Now inside it's everything that you would expect. You get some instructions, a nice little sticker from Shied, you get all the tools and accessories to be able to mount the sight and get it sighted in, you get screws for mounting it, the sight itself, and also a protective cover. And I really like when they include this with your sight because of where you're most likely going to mount this on the back of a pistol, on the top of your shotgun, 45 degree on your AR-15, it's susceptible to getting knocked and bashed and easily damaged. So having that little cover to put on just to give that extra layer of protection is brilliant. But let's get rid of everything else and have a quick look at the sight itself. Now, the best way to give you a feel of how small this sight is, I've got to use my ruler. This thing is dinky. Coming in at only 14 grams, you're really not going to notice that on any single gun that you put it on, be that pistol or a rifle. It really is mini and compact. The original Mini Sight is so renowned for being compact, and that's why the British military, as well as others, use them mounted on Trijicon ACOGs. Talking about Shied itself, Shied is an impressive company. I really would recommend going on their website and having a quick look at their history. To talk about numbers, there are currently 15,000 of these in active service with military personnel across the world, and there's over 100,000 of these sold to date. So the sales just say it all, how reliable and how much people trust these sites, and they've obviously got to be doing something right to sell over 100,000 of them. So this sight itself is actually the 8 MOA version. You can also get it in a 4 MOA and a 1 MOA. And going into the sort of facts and figures of this sight, as I said, it's incredibly lightweight and compact, coming in at only 14 grams. Part of that is due to the plastic construction. Personally, I would prefer metal, but that's about ruggedness, and I'm sure a lot of you will think the same. Oh, it's plastic, it's not going to be long lasting, sort of hard wearing. But with there currently being 15,000 in active service, or 15,000 sold to the military, they don't buy things that aren't rugged. And where this is stuck on the Trijicon, it's going to be knocked, it's going to be bashed, it's going to see some abuse. So the fact that it's plastic, I wouldn't let that worry you, although obviously I do understand. The most important figure when talking about sights like this is the battery life. This actually has a stated 3-year battery life, and that's incredible. That's partly due to the sort of intelligent brain that this has. Basically, it will look at the ambient light, it will see what level of light there is and adjust the dot accordingly. So although you can't actually turn this off, when you put it away, you put the cover on, it senses that it's then in darkness and it's going to adjust the dot accordingly, giving you that 3-year battery life. It's obviously got a parallax-free 1x magnification on it. It's for fast target acquisition. That's what all of these are about, these sorts of sights. It's about getting your gun on target as quickly as possible, and being so compact and being able to put it on a variety of different platforms, it's just going to do that job so well. You're not going to notice it until you need it. One downside of the battery compartment, when it does run out and you need to replace it, you are going to have to take it off, you lose 0 and have to re-sight it. Luckily the batteries are easy to get hold of. It's a CR 2032. You can pretty much buy that in any supermarket out there. So the one thing that does concern me about this sight, and a lot of owners and users of this sight have voiced, is the fact that it is a plastic lens. It's not glass, which makes it more susceptible to scratching and hazing. Once you get a few scratches on there, the dot sort of disperses like a star, and you completely lose your point of aim, basically rendering the sight useless. So you do need to be very careful with the lens and take care of it. Even with cleaning, you do need to use proper cleaning fluids, proper cleaning cloths, and not just your t-shirt. You will scratch it up very easily, and obviously not have a sight by the end of it. Also, it will get a lot of deposits on it, and that's what's going to cause the scratching. So when you're using it in a match, just take time. Obviously, when you're doing 3-gun and multi-gun, you're gonna knock it, you're gonna bash it, but it is recessed. So for any knocks against bins or any sort of stage obstacles, you're going to have some protection there. It really is when you're cleaning it and trying to get all the sort of residue off, that's when you're going to potentially cause the damage. So in the UK, these sights retail for around the £200 mark, which is very, very hard to compete against. Vortex, obviously, I would say is the biggest competitor against Shield, and you guys know that I'm a Vortex whore. You know how much I like Vortex, and in all honesty, I would say that I would choose the Vortex offerings over the Shield Mini Sight. Just for me, having the metal construction and you know, the concerns about the lens with this one, I would just feel more comfortable with the Vortex. However, that's not to say that this isn't an incredible sight. For the money, it's incredibly high quality, it's precise, it's light, it's compact, and very hard to beat. I can completely understand why these are so popular and obviously used by our own military. I would recommend it, but I would recommend definitely going and checking out the Vortex as well. I would liken this to the difference between Mercedes and BMW. Both make great cars, but one's going to appeal to certain people, one's going to appeal to other people. Some people like both, some people like neither. I would go out and have a look, but I can definitely recommend this as an option if you're looking for that backup red dot or for a red dot for your pistol or shotgun. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and as always, I hope to see you soon.